Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever you may be. I'm I mean, young Preston, and welcome to Mezzanine's Mezzanine. Today it's my turn to play Wazhack, and I've not played it before, but I've done some reading up on it. So I believe the character most suited to me is the White Witch, but I didn't realise that the White Witch was female. Well, people often mistake me for a girl anyway, so I will play as her. Ooh, no. Young Preston. I wouldn't say I'm chaotic good, but I'm certainly not lawful evil. Lawful good suits me nicely. And let's take that down. As you can probably tell, I'm not too comfortable with public speaking, or speaking in general. To be honest, my father used to beat me when I spoke out against him. I don't believe my constitution should be so high, but I suppose it's not really anyway. My dexterity and strength would be higher in real life, but I don't have that option alongside my intelligence. I should have less wisdom, though. I am still young. Well, it's got to be like that to use up all of my stats as accurately as I can. So let's just stick with that then. Young Preston the White Witch. That's me. Let's get into it. I meant to talk about myself as well while I play this. Mez told me that. And, of course, reading would be the first thing I do. I like reading. Books are my favourite thing. I suppose a pair of black silk gloves would be nice. Why not? They're not giving me any stats, so I'll take them back off. Just in case they have some sort of negative effect. So as I was saying, I like to read. I am a big reader. I like to think of myself as something of a scholar. I write notes on all sorts of magical principles. And although I understand the darker sides of magics, I stick to using the light sides, like lightning. Although I don't in real life fight with lightning. I fight with light. Simple light. Using the Mancy school, of course. As anyone from the Wait, no, I am young Preston. I mustn't make that mistake again. Oh dear, I'm out of mana. So yes, I'll take that. I do fight with a sword, as well as my magic, and I will wield it. Therefore, so yes, I read a lot of books on history and magic, and I often write my own notes on them. I believe this is why Mez asked me to be in this video. He is using my notes on magic quite a lot to explain it in his books. I don't know how he got hold of them, but that's neither here nor there. I'll try on this brown robe. Maybe it'll be of some advantage. Oh, perhaps not. It'll be cursed as well, knowing my luck. Oh, no, it's good. It's not good. Wonderful. So where now? Let's go this way. Perhaps I should rest and restore my mana. This is not a problem I often have in real life. I am something of a skilled manipulator of mana, having even written a textbook or two on the subject. Magic is my life, but it's not as powerful without my sword. Now, I have things here that I haven't read. Let's read them. Nothing happens. That's a shame. Ah! Oh dear. That's dangerous. Ah! I'm gonna die. Let's hope this cricket wood is good. Oh. Well, I'm just going to dive into another run. I may as well. This was a very short one. So, Prestal... Oh. Yeoung Preston! I hope no one noticed. I shall once again drop my charisma and raise my dexterity and my wisdom a little bit more. Wonderful. In we go again. And let's start by reading. Attacked too soon. Perhaps I should take his dagger. Oh no, there is another. But he too only wields a dagger. I must find my chance to read this book. Take my chance to read this book, even. Lovely, now I have some zaps. Another book. Lovely. More for me to read. And a sword for me to equip. Oh, it's never the same book. Well, at least now I have a sword. Not that I can hit with it very well. I can in real life. I'm very skilled with a sword. My father spent years training me. All my life, in fact. When I wasn't training, I was in the library copying books. But thanks to my father's training, my healing magic is even more powerful than my skills with a sword. I can heal from almost any wound as long as I have the mana remaining to do so. And the intensity of the training means that I have plenty of mana at most times. My mana flow's strong. I could never beat my father, though. I wonder if this amulet does anything worthwhile. But according to my research, it may be an amulet of strangulation or levitation or something else cursed that would kill me, either immediately or eventually. More monsters. Let's get them killed. Not enough mana. Well, he's asleep at least. Some much needed sword training there. So perhaps I should talk more about myself. Let's start with where I'm from? I'm from Tanera, the land of technology, where I live with my distant relatives, Erin and Aaron Hinnadell. Yes, distant relatives, that's what they are. The, they have taught me more than my father ever could. I do dual wield in real life, so I will just equip that. Oh, oh, under attack. Get them, kitten, whatever your name might be. I don't pretend to know its name. I never named a pet before. I've never had a pet to name, and it seems that I have died again. But still, I struggle onward. I shan't bother to name myself this time. A wand is nice to find. Perhaps I should actually test this one. Oh. I don't know what that could be then. Whoops. I forgot to read. When would I ever forget to read? Reading is my life. Or at least the good side of it. I need no shield. I do not wield a shield. And I shall not take what is not mine, unless I must. A cloudy potion might be useful. I don't know what it does, and the alchemist is not here to ask. Oh. I thought that would hit. A second spellbook for me is a nice gain, and a short sword, which I shall equip momentarily. I don't know why I picked up those arrows, I don't need them. I shall drop them. And then read my new spellbook. I wonder what I can learn. Remove curse. Interesting. Let's try and use this wand on an enemy this time. Teleportation! Aha! That's wonderful to know. And train with my sword, of course. A second sword is what I needed. And then some scrolls, but I shan't read them just yet. I should be in a stronger position before I do that. I wonder if there's anything I can remove the curse on, but I don't have the mana. I must rest. So what else might you want to know about me? I'm 14 years old. I am working closely with Erin and Aaron, my distant relatives, to create the potion of immortality. The recipe is in riddles and rhymes and rather confusing. But I'm sure I shall figure out the ingredients one day soon. It seems I need to rest again. I shall do so. If this were real life, I would cast a healing spell or two, but I don't have that opportunity. Oh my, that meat was fairly rotten. I believe that if I eat an apple, I should cure that poison. Wonderful. Plus it filled my hunger. And now I can rest again. Get some mana at last. Do we have 2 of anything? Yes, I have 2 Feek scrolls. It's worth knowing what they might do. Magic mapping. Nice to know. I know that for the future, even if it was mostly useless this time. These kobolds just don't stop coming. So perhaps I should go this way first, as the ladder is the other way. I'd like to kill that goblin with my swords, but oh. I got the jackal. He didn't even hear me coming. Or smell me coming, as a jackal might. Some more mushrooms, like I got in the last attempt. I need some more edible food, really. To eat a mushroom is rather dangerous. It may well be poison. And I am in no state for that. Although, weak from hunger is perhaps a worse state. Ooh. Fine, I'll eat some mushrooms. I should really wait till I'm a little lower mana, because apparently the blue ones restore mana, according to what I read. I did take it all. Sometimes it's hard to be sure. Now you can eat some lightning, and so then I can eat some mushrooms. Ooh! Oh, it's all, cosmic, as the game says. Ooh, I hadn't expected it to be quite so strange. Oh, that hit me hard. I couldn't run away. My word! What even was that? I could not tell. It seems I must play one more time. So what else might you want to know about me? Well, you might want to know the types of magic I use, perhaps. Oh, I misclicked. Whoops. No, wait, I had sorted that out already, I thought. Perhaps it, reset, but the name did not. Odd. So, yes, the types of magic I use are primarily, light mancy, a magic focused around mana manipulation. Although recently I have learnt that I can, quite efficiently manage fire mancy as well. A much more dangerous school, perhaps. And in fact, there are little magics that I'm not learned on how to use, whether or not I do actually use them. I believe Force Bolt is dark, yes. I shan't be casting that one then. There was something else I picked up I wanted to... Oh, of course, yes. Short sword. Well. That's what's left. Goblin to kill. So what else can I talk about? I am not skilled with a bow, but based on recent attempts at this game, which you've all seen, perhaps a bow would be a better weapon for me in this case. So what else was I going to say? Perhaps you might want to understand my relevance in Merrick's books. Honestly, I wish I knew it myself. Perhaps he wishes to document my attempts at creating the potion of immortality with the alchemist's assistance. Perhaps he wishes to document my time with my father, but I don't see how he could know the details of that. Perhaps he just wants an excuse to make use of my notes. My notes on all sorts of magic and history and worlds, of the races, of the monsters. Of royal lines. Of wars between gods, between kings, between men. There are few subjects on which I haven't written my own notes. And I'm sure that such context would be helpful for Merrick's books. What else can I say, then? Perhaps I can say that it seems these monsters are going to kill me. Please help. I'm going to die. I'm dead. So perhaps this is the end. Hey guys, it's Mez back. Hope you all enjoyed Preston's run. I can't believe he even decided to use his fake name on here. His real name is Prestal Yeoung. And he did talk about his notes in my books, which are all listed as Prestal's notes, so it's not like he had too much of a reason to lie to you folks. If you were to read my books, you'd find out who he is quite quickly. I have documented some of his time with his father. It's, in the first section of my first book, to be honest. I needed to introduce him at the very least. And, it happens at the same time. Or at least his time with his father ends during the course of my first book. So I figured if I was going to put it in anywhere, it should be there. It's hard to read at times. His father is brutal, and what he calls training is more beating his son with a stick for hours on end. I mean, Prestal never stood any chance in any of those fights against famously the greatest swordsman in the land, who also happens to have some very powerful magic and the ability to teleport. It wasn't a fair fight ever. And I'm just glad he managed to escape in the end. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed meeting young Preston, as he calls himself these days. And perhaps he'll be back in a later episode as a later version of himself. Or even as an earlier version of himself, who knows? His stutter does fade over the years. It's a bit of It's a response to having spent all of his life writing rather than talking. He's very used to be able to pause mid-sentence to think about the next word, whereas he can't when he's talking, so he ends up stuttering. To be honest, he can. I do it all the time. Although I do often end up stuttering myself, as you just saw. Heard, even. You didn't see it. You can't see me. Anyway, this is all over and done with now, so I hope you all enjoyed meeting Prestal, and I will see you all next time for maybe... I don't know who yet. I should do a Hugh Cable run at some point, but he's a character I'm quite worried about having on my channel. He's designed to be hated, I'll leave it at that. Actually, no, I won't. I'll also add that he is incredibly racist. I am not, he is. Just putting that out there. I don't know who I'm going to play as next time. It probably won't be him. I'll probably wait till it's till I can get away with a little controversy on my channel. Aside from that, I don't know who I might be playing as next time. I've got a lot of characters to choose from, but a few of them aren't perfect for getting across on this game. Let's have a look at the characters we've got available. Perhaps I could do the alchemist as a sorcerer, or the engineer as a rogue. But if anything, I'd like to find some way of doing them together, because they're something of a double act. Second cousins thrice removed that finish each other's sentences, and are also genius inventors. I could potentially do a Yavi run as the Valkyrie. Let's have a look at that. Can I bump the charisma much higher there? Not particularly. Perhaps a warrior would be more suited for Yavi, but she is a she, so perhaps not. How do I get it? It's not going back down. Close, please? Oh, it's because I got 1 free point. Okay, great. So yeah, perhaps a knight might be better. Let's just see how we can arrange these. I think that's a suitable Yavi stat arrangement. Oh, wait. Okay, I think that's a suitable Yavi stat arrangement. So yeah, I could do a run as Yavi next. Anyway, I really ought to close up. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you like Prestal, give it a like, despite his awkwardness and his stutter. And I will see you all next time for, I guess, a run as Yavi, because that's what I've figured out how to do. Bye!